This is literally the best question I've ever been asked. And Brittany is asking, as a Gen Z woodworker, what are my potential career opportunities? Wow, great question. I'm going to break this down into two camps. One, you got your core professions, and then you have your offshoots, okay? So your core profession is kind of obvious. You got your employee status at a large company. You're a fabricator, a CNC operator, a cabinet maker. You could be 1099 independent contractor at the same said companies, or you could start your own business, be a sole proprietor, work out of your house, sell stuff on Etsy. You could have a small business, an LLC, have a few employees in a shop. You could be a medium or large size company, a manufacturer. But those all fall under woodworking core business. Okay. Now, what's really interesting about the woodworking industry is all the offshoot opportunities. So one offshoot opportunity, I think, is digital content. So that's when you make a video on how to make a chair. You're not selling a physical product, you're selling a digital content of how to make that chair. That falls into content creation. Content creation is where you get paid from YouTube or Meta on monetizing reels and videos. So a great example of this is Dusty Lumber Company. He had his wood business, and now he's got all of his reels, and he's got his page and his YouTube channel, and he is monetizing off his videos. He has become this master artisan of joinery, and I absolutely love watching it. He's killing it over there, but that's his offshoot on how he does that. That falls into brand ambassadorships. There's kind of three tiers, if you will, of brand ambassadorships. You have your try this product out, test it, and market it for us, where they just give you something. You have, here's a discount. So now that brand is offering you a discount for using that product and sharing it and how you like it. And then the third tier is kind of, now we're going to pay you to market our product. So those are kind of the three tiers of brand ambassadorships. There are wood related products. So you could make something like, I'm trying to go after a few provisional patents right now to get patents on things around the shop that I think would be helpful. But that's an offshoot. I'm trying to step outside of the woodworking industry, seeing what we need. Another great example of this is Designs by Donnie. Donnie's making these acrylic router templates. And so he's got his wood business, but his offshoot now is these acrylic templates, and he's selling those. And if you haven't seen them, go check them out. They make it really easy to go router something and make a cool cutting board if you want. Another offshoot is a podcast. You have Ethan Abramson with Building a Furniture Brand. Great podcast, but Ethan's got his business and he's got this podcast. So that's his offshoot. And he does a great job with that. Go listen to that podcast. The next thing you can do is teach. I love this one. This one's near and dear to my heart, but just go and teach classes, or like Shar is doing at the Wood Maven. She's got her classes online. So go check out her classes. Absolutely wonderful. Then you could do other things like writing publications and editorials and being a contributing columnist for brands and large fairs and stuff like that. And then there's the big one, and that's TV. So you got people like Sarah Listy with Tool Girls Garage, and she's got on the Roku channel, Murder Flip House. Great show, but she started off woodworking. You got Eric Curtis. He started off woodworking, is still woodworking, but he's got the Netflix show Instant Dream Home. And I think that was like a #1 hit on Netflix, but he started out woodworking. And then you have Clint Harp. He started out with HGTV. Well, he started out woodworking. He's still woodworking. And now he was on HGTV. Now he's with Magnolia, and he's on his second season of Restoration Road. And Clint, congratulations on that, by the way. But he still has his core profession. He still has his wood shop, and he's got all these offshoots, the TV and all this other stuff going on. So we have our industry, we have our core professions, and you want to keep your core profession, but you also want to have all these offshoots, and you want to dabble into things, but you don't want to get overstretched. So if you really want to learn about more offshoots that you can be doing while you're woodworking and you have your business, why don't you come to Workbench Con? It's going to be a great time, but there you're going to talk to other content creators and digital content creators and manufacturers. I know, for instance, that the networks are going to be there looking for talent, and there's going to be brands looking for potential ambassadorships. So whatever your core profession is, you can always do offshoots. That's the important thing. But whatever you do it humbly, and know that any offshoot can be taken away from you at any time. So make sure you have something to fall back, and that's your core profession.